Now, we've been waiting for a new Artificer class for fucking forever. Fucking forever. We've been stuck with the 3 base classes, and we have not gotten any supplemental material for them afterwards. They have been left to the side, okay? They are the fucking redheaded stepchild of Wizards of the Coast. Meanwhile, Paladin, the golden boy, gets all the love. Same with Warlock and Wizard, but the Artificer, I'm convinced that they hate the Artificer more than Ranger. So imagine my excitement when they finally drop a new source book just for it. So all of a sudden, the Artificer goes up a cast, right? The Ranger still is bad, terrible, but the Artificer is getting its own source book. That's awesome. And then, finally, a new class, the Cartographer. So cool about, imagine all the flavoring that you can do with it. A adventuring campaign where you have a magical map and you have to use it to either map out the campaign or the landscape around you, or even better, you use that magical map and with the Cartographer's features, you go ahead and you find the other rogue map user as a sort of cartographer. I'm not sure if that's a word. Revenge, right? Of like battle of the map users. They have to track each other down across Faerun. However, the flavoring of it is awesome. The mechanics of it, however, are not. It revolves around Fairy Fire, the entire class. All the features revolve around Fairy Fire. They really want you to use Fairy Fire, right? And it's sort of like a worse version of the Fae-themed Warlock class, where it wants you to use Misty Step a lot, but instead of that, we're getting a class revolving around Fairy Fire. A relatively low-level spell that doesn't really contribute to damage economy all that much. Its utility is questionable at best, and its concentration, terrible. That means while you're concentrating on that, you get hit, it's gone. So already, a waste, okay? Your spell economy, your action economy, all the economy is plummeting worse than the United States economy right now. It's heading into a recession. The Cartographers are not eating, and I get the flavor of it is supposed to be where you use the Cartographers features and it kind of like maps out the entirety of the campaign. You select them, and then you, as like either the support or the leader of the group, you're supposed to point them out and say, right there, go get them. But like, it's not good. Like, I get what they were going for, but it's just not good. Like, for utility, it's bad because of the concentration tied towards it, right? It's not really providing any bonuses, especially since the biggest part of it is supposed to be to provide advantage. In new D&D, the new 5e, right? 2024 5e, I'm not sure how we're calling it now, right? It's not like 3.5 or calling this 5.5. That's besides the point. 5.5 5e is, it's so easy to get advantage. Everyone gets advantage. Before we had to pray for the wizard, pray for the magic classes to somehow find a way to give us advantage. But now everyone's eating. Everyone's eating. Especially with the racial features, the traits that are tied to them, the feats that you get. Everything gives you advantage. And yet, the Cartographer exists mostly to highlight enemies. Okay? And it also exists mainly to find players. I'm sorry, but D&D, that would work in like a Baldur's Gate-esque setting, but within the mechanics of D&D, if players get separated from one another, that means that if one player is off to the side and lost, then that means either the rest of the party has to go and find them, meaning the other player's just not there, or they're just sitting off to the sidelines, but it's a collaborative effort. You can't separate players like that, because then someone's getting left out. Now, it really does depend on how you DM it. You could have it where, like, the main party goes out and then you switch to the other person who is lost, right? And then have them working in tandem with each other. But then the person who's lost is either going to take up an uneven amount of screen time compared to everyone else, is either going to do that or be sitting off to the sidelines for most of the campaign. That doesn't feel good as a player. Like, 5e combat is already long as is, right? Like, the reason I like DMing is because I'm doing a billion things at once, okay? So then my ADHD is satisfied because I'm doing a billion different things. I'm controlling all these different NPCs. Bah, 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 bah. But when you're just a player, you're not doing that. You have to worry about your one guy, and when your one guy isn't there. So the Cartographer, in its very existence, is encouraging a campaign where the players are separated. It doesn't it doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't. Okay, and it's just like it could have been so good. It could have been so cool. And you can say that about so many of the Artificer, like within its construction to how it is now, where it's just like, oh, if there was a little tweak here, if the later feature was introduced earlier, like the Artificer, the Cartographer Artificer gets a class bonus later on at like, I want to say off the top of my head, 15th level, when it should have been 3rd level. I'll put it up here and maybe some text here for that later. And it's just like repeatedly this class gets dumped on when it's, I'm sorry, but again, first and foremost, D&D is a combat game first, role-playing game second, right? Like the flavor of it comes secondary to the utility of the class, right? That's why Ranger has a lot of flavor to it. It's cool, like having a tracker, but it falls into the same pitfall of, okay, you can track stuff. Cool. Unless there's a campaign specifically tailored towards monster hunting, specifically tailored towards using it, it's useless. It's useless. And then, even if it was tailored to using the Ranger's utility of tracking things down, even if it was tailored towards using the Cartographer's ability of locating the other map wielder, locating the missing party member. Who wants to play that? That's a different game. That's a different game. It doesn't sound fun. 5e system doesn't support that. It's not fun. Don't do it. Don't play that. If they release a module that is revolved around one player being lost, like on some One Piece Zoro style business, don't play it. It won't be fun. It won't be fun for the lost person who's just sitting around there. Maybe if they're an NPC, that's fine. But like, you know, it's just, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. Like how they designed this, you know, and then they charge top dollar for it. I pre-ordered the book. I was so excited to have it, but then it's a whole lot of like, it's like Potential Man. It's like the Potential Man meme with Mega Me. It could have been so good. It had so much potential, this Cartographer class, and they squandered it. It's so bad. It's just like, it's always like, oh, if you change this, oh, if it was like this, if, but never is. It's terrible. Rant over. Yeah. I'm going to say, to whoever's watching this, any fixes that you have to the class, I want to see them down below. Maybe I'll make another video, like, going through each of these fixes, talking about them. But, yeah.